Hello, hello. Um, a long time no see. I guess it hasn't actually been, because I made that New York vlog like a week ago. But still, um, a little catch up, and also just like a little plan of action, if you will. Not really, just kind of. How do I even start this? Okay. Um, Life. No, just kidding. That's very dramatic. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking of turning YouTube more into uh, video diary. I feel like I mentioned that during my New Year, New Me little video. Um, just because I feel like I'm in a period of my life that's filled with growth. I feel like there's a lot. Sorry, just look. I cracked open a Corona because it's 26 degrees outside. And I was like, there's nothing that works better than a pack of crisps and a Corona. But that being in the back of the video as I'm talking about self growth is kind of funny. Anyway, so I yeah, I'm really in a period of my life filled with a lot of change, a lot of growth. I think I mentioned it last in my last video, maybe both of my last videos. Um, I'm going through a breakup, and I actually just handed in my notice yesterday. We're moving out of this house in a couple of months. There's a lot happening growth wise and personally in my life. Um, my parents are also selling my childhood home, which isn't happening for like another year and a bit, but that's still a huge aspect of my life. And also just a lot of self growth, discovery, and realization in a way. Um, I feel like this is gonna come off. This video is probably gonna sound quite like not. I don't know. You know what? Fuck it. Doesn't matter. Yeah. This just kind of. I just kind of want to chat. I've been having a lot of thoughts and a lot of feelings, and I really struggle to get them out and to speak about them. I can't currently afford therapy, so this is going to be it. But I've been really getting into writing about my thoughts and my feelings and what's going on in my head and what's going on in my body. Um, so yeah, I've really been trying to get that out onto piece of paper, pen and paper. I find it really helpful to write it down. Um, but one of the main things that I really want right now is to create more meaningful and deeper connections with people, get to know people, make friends in a different way than I've gone about it. A lot of my friendships in the past have been quite superficial, or like they're just haven't. Even though we can reach deeper topics, we're not reaching deeper emotions. Like I'm always holding myself back. I've always felt in a lot of my relationships that I know a lot about them, they don't know about me, and I've that's not to blame other people. I've kind of made that, and I've gone out of my way, even like those subconscious or conscious. I would say subconscious, but who knows? I've gone out of my way to make sure that that's how my relationships have been. Um, so yeah, I just really want to change that and develop deeper and more meaningful connections going forward. And I think a good way of doing that is getting in the habit of speaking about how I'm feeling, speaking about my emotions, um, getting to understand what is going on. I think that's a big part of the reason I've really struggled in my last romantic relationship was I depended on them a lot to help me kind of come to terms with what I was feeling and what I was thinking, and not even come to terms, just like understand it because I just didn't have the vocab, I didn't have the words for it, I didn't know how to physically say it out loud. So I couldn't really understand what was happening inside because I couldn't. It was just I couldn't say it because I didn't know what was happening, but I didn't know what was happening because I couldn't say it. It's just kind of a loop. Um, so I really want to break that pattern, break that loop. Um, so yeah, I have been very not stuck. I've been very comfortable and in my safe zone, And if you know me, you know I've never been one to go out of my way to try really, but like to do things that are out of my comfort zone and do things that are scary or there is a sort of unknown to it. I'm someone who's very much stick to the safe path, and I think 2026 or not even 2026, but maybe going forward, I don't know. I've already kind of started this period of life for me. I just want to challenge that and challenge that within myself and learn how to do it, even though I feel like there's a TikTok that went around that was talking about like, do it. If you're going to do it, if you're going to be scared about something, just do it scared. Like, don't, you know, for me, it's the scared, but also just like if you're going to be uncomfortable, and of course, uncomfortable in like a safe, not, well, I guess safe way, but in like this isn't, you're not actually in danger. Like, just teaching my body to know that me quitting my job and trying to find something that fulfills me and that I want to pursue isn't gonna kill me. Like, it's not a dangerous, like there's no life or death situation to it. It's just scary. That's it. Oh, a little toe popped out. How do I put my feet? Anyway. So yeah, like for example, yeah, I want to really, really, and I've always wanted to, and I've wanted to for a while. And I did try last year. I think it just was I didn't try hard enough. I didn't really try. I didn't really try. I kind of half-assed it. And a big part of why I don't really try is if I don't put 100% effort into stuff, then if it doesn't go well, that's fine because I know in my soul I didn't try hard enough. And I've always been like that. I was this like that in school. Like I remember, like I didn't really study and I didn't really try, but I got good enough grades, so I was like, it's fine. I don't really have to try any harder. But it was also a fear of like if I tried really hard and I still didn't get a good enough grade, how was I gonna like figure that out myself and like deal with that? Um, So it's like genuinely not a skill that I've ever been able to, or I've never tried, I've never tried to, um, like actualize and put the work into. So I'm trying to do that now, but I really need to be in a more creative role, in a role that's like in the world of theater or anything to create. I've been trying to find out and trying to working on figuring out who I am and who I am as a person and stuff. But one of the main things I've realized from this, which I've always known, but like putting it out there is nice, is that I'm such a person who just needs to make. I just need to make whatever that is. I need to make, whether it's baking, sewing, crocheting, art, like any type of creative outlet feeds me just as much as it feeds others. Like if I build a desk, like it's helpful for them. Like I'm just thinking, in second year, I built all my flatmates their desks, but I built their desks because they needed the desk and it was helpful for them. But for me, like that was such a satisfying way to spend my day, and I loved it. And I that was one of the like nicest things they could do to me for me. You know what I mean? Let me build their desks. So yeah, I just really need to be in a world where I'm making, and the world of theater. It feeds my body and my soul in such a way that it actually is going to make me cry thinking about like I need it. And I've been so scared to actually go for it because then again rejection, no, it's not even rejection, it's I think more of a self, like I don't, I honestly I still have to think about that one, I still have to figure that one out, but um yeah, I'm just trying to put that put that piece forward and get into that. um and my notice at my current job is 3 months, so I was always like, oh, I can't quit because I can't quit without a job, which I can't afford to. Like, I don't have the money for it. But I was like, I'm never going to find a job that's going to let me, like, especially an entry level job into a new world of, like, in a new industry and stuff. I can't interview for it and then be like, but don't worry, my notice is 3 months. Just wait for me. They're not going to wait for me. Like, it's unrealistic. Um, so I had it in my notice yesterday, and I'm gonna just fucking grind and try and find something for when it is in 3 months, like for when I do end, which is like July, which is crazy. I can't believe July is 3 months away. I don't even want to talk about it, but yeah. Um, I don't know how much long I've been talking for, but I think this is a good introduction to what I want this series to kind of be. A series of kind of finding myself and learning how to communicate in a way, but kind of communicate with myself as well. I've been trying to talk to myself much gentler tone and understand that like people make mistakes. I make mistakes, and like it's not worth not even beating myself up, just like borderline ignoring my like the silent treatment goes crazy, but like I don't allow myself to even deal with my own mistakes or like to even work through them because I feel like then I could forgive myself and that I can't do. Twisted. But yeah, so I'm just trying to work through a bunch of things, and I feel like this is going to be a really good way for me to kind of not hold myself accountable per se, but put that into the world. If anyone else out of the 3 people that are watching, Maria, if you are feeling like this or have ever felt like that, please tell me more. But yeah, it's good. I need to get myself out there. My next step would probably be talking to actual people, but and I'm starting to. I definitely am talking to more people about how I'm feeling and I'm trying to make those connections, but being an adult and making friends is so hard. And I just I don't know how to do it in the sense that I can't approach I don't know how to approach people in that way. The way I approach is very like, oh my god, I love your dress. Like, oh my god, you look so cute, or oh, love that drink, or what are you guys doing tonight? It's never in like, I I don't even I couldn't even do an example of how to come up to someone and be like, do you want to be friends? Maybe I just start saying that. Start saying, hey, you're cool. Can we be friends? Guys, I think I just cracked the code. Why am I like, wait, that could actually work? That could actually work. Okay, maybe I'll try that out someday. But for now, um, I'm gonna just, yeah, talk to you guys and talk to myself. And I do think writing all of these things down help, and I'm definitely not gonna stop that. But I also just love creating videos, and I love this is such a creative outlet for me and such a way for me to feel fulfilled. So there's no reason for me not to do this as well, alongside it, if you will. Um, yeah, and who knows how much I'll share. Obviously, there's like at the end of the day, this is the internet. You know what I mean? Like, I'll share what I feel is appropriate to share. But yeah, I guess, just kind of figuring out the levels of what's oversharing, what's trauma dumping, what's just sharing, what is being vulnerable, and what is just saying stuff. And yeah, a whole thing. There's gonna be it's girls. It's gonna be a fucking field trip. I don't think that's the expression. No, it's gonna be it's gonna be a journey. I'm pretty sure it is, but I love a field trip actually. So maybe it's gonna be a field trip. We'll get on the bus with our packed lunches. I miss field trips. Anyway, I'm gonna have my Corona. I'm gonna have my crisps, and maybe just think. Also, again, I don't know if this is really gonna reach that many people, but if you guys are on Substack, I really want to get more into reading and not necessarily taking in media just through TikToks and although my TikTok has gotten much better in the sense of it's not as much doom scrolling, well, sometimes it is, but it's become a lot more intellectual, or I would like to say intellectual. There's people just like not intellectual in like a you're silly, like a snooty kind of way, but in like a learn how to forgive yourself, learn how to do this, learn like consider this, and it's been really nice. It's been really helpful. Honestly, it's been nice to have that kind of community in a way. But I'd love to read more, and I'd love to read essays, and I'd love to read poetry, and I'd love to take in media that is more physical. So if you guys have any Substack people that you follow that you recommend who write essays that you think are really helpful, but also just interesting and fun to read. I just need to learn more and I need to open up my mind again because it's been a while. So yeah, if you have any recommendations for Substack, please put them down in the comments or send them to me because you know me personally. Okay, I'm gonna call that one a day. Welcome, and also, guys, exciting that it's getting to spring finally. The weather's going down literally tomorrow, but today was 26 degrees. It was super sunny. I finished work, got on the train to Shoreditch, bought some queer books from the queer fucking bookstore, guys. Common Press, love it. I love it so much. Put some books, walked to Victoria Park, sat there for a little bit until I really needed to pee. And then I came home, I showered, cracked open my little Corona. Here I am talking to you, and I'm going to reward myself with a little One Tree Hill because I've started One Tree Hill and actually I'm obsessed. Yeah. Okay. Let's do this, guys. And if any of you are feeling similarly or are going or like want to join this field trip, get on the fucking bus, mate. Get on the bus, and we're all gonna go. I don't know, like the north of Luxembourg. Maybe do some camping, some hiking. It's gonna be fun. Maybe I'll do this on like a camp. I'll go hiking and talk about my feelings one day. Yeah. Love you.